Hi there, just having a quick look at using the split staking method on the Greyhounds. So I'm looking at the first three in the market really. I'll probably discount this one. In actual fact it's far too high in odds, so all we're going to do is select £10 from the stake selector here and pop in some bets either side of the market, see what it gets taken, and then green up 20 seconds or so before the off time. So we're just relying on the volatility of the market really for it to move one way or the other and take some of these bets and then bounce back in the opposite direction. Once I hit sort of £2 or so, I'll probably just green up depending on where we are. We've got a minute to go. Yeah, still a minute to go. I've hit £2 already, but I think I'll let this run a little bit longer, see if we can get any more. But certainly once it comes to around 30 seconds, I'll be looking to get out. But as I say, using the split staking automation that I showed you, or the beginnings of the other day, just popping these into the market and relying on the volatility of the market to do its thing. So there we are, about 30 seconds to go, so it's time to get out. We'll take £2.50, thank you very much, and move on to the next race. Off to Sunderland for the second attempt. Once again, I've organised things to look at the first three in the market. Let me have a quick look to see where we are. This one looks fairly static, so I might ignore that one, but we'll go for the first two in the market. Same thing, just enter a few ticks off where the current price is. Pop in some bets. This one looks fairly static, but we might as well give it a go. Let's pop in some bets in here. And up at 6.8. Wait for the market to come and take us. So we're just getting matched here, beginning to get matched here. So on each occasion what we want is a bounce back, of course. So we want it to come and pick us up and then bounce back in the opposite direction. So we're under a minute to go, so another 30 seconds or so in the market and then we'll look at getting out. Ideally with a reasonable profit. Still waiting for a bit of a bounce back though from the front two runners. This one's been fairly static. So at 30 seconds we're going to have to get out soon. Looks like we're going to have to take a loss on this race. Yeah, 20 seconds. We'll have to accept the loss there, I'm afraid. Never mind. On to another one. The horse racing is about to come up. I'll do one more race. Okay, off to Yarmouth now. Same thing. Pop in a few bets here and there. There's not much money on this side of the market though. We'll just perhaps leave that for a second. And this is a very strong drift. Right, I've clearly missed that move on that runner. So that's probably driving this one down a little bit. Don't think we'll get involved in that yet. Is that likely to come back down again? Less than a minute to go. I think we'll probably ignore that. I'd like to see that coming back down though once some of these have been taken though. I'll drive that back up. 40 seconds to go. Maybe time to get out in any case. Nothing's been taken and there you see that one coming way back down again. Oh, there we go, some action. Needs to come back down fairly sharply though. Otherwise we're going to have to take a hit. Down to 15 seconds. Okay, let's just take a few pennies and get rid of that. Far too close to the start time, although they're still approaching, rather than going into traps. Okay, that's the split staking strategy in action, where you can see entries on both sides of any one particular selection as well as multiple selections at the same time. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. Speak to you later.